Hello again. Welcome to today's episode of Lemons to Lemonade. I'm Terry Armstrong, one of the co-founders of TCM Products. Uh, Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Shout out to my homeboy, my brother, fellow co-founder, Rance John, Yodi Moses. Hope y'all having a great day today. First order of business, I just want to remind everyone, please subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and share and like this podcast. We really like all the support we've been getting. Let's just keep it up. Um, Secondly, the topic of today is being the best version of yourself. Rance and I recently shot a video, a founder's video, and we were talking about one of the things we covered is what is the mission of TCM. And we have a corporate mission and statement that we subscribe to, but to boil it down, the mission of TCM is we want to help men be the best version of themselves. So when I pondered that and thought about it a little bit more, I started asking myself, why is that important? What does that really mean? Uh, Even beyond just how TCM as a company, but just personally as an individual. So one of the things I came away from that meditation on that topic. One of the things I came away from is, we can't let anybody else fool us. You get to define what the best version of you is. And here's why. A lot of times we spend our lives so concerned with what others want us to be. Um, and what I've learned, me personally, is that most don't understand what's going on inside of you, and what you are processing, what you've dealt with, your experiences, and that's really true when I think about how this relates to business. Um, you know, One of the things I tell people all the time when I was talking to some doctors at the school that we're working with to get some interns is, you know, I'm really, one of the things that bothered me when I came out of school is I felt inadequate. I had opportunities to go to other schools and bigger schools. I chose to go to my school. I didn't know what I didn't know. Other schools get more notoriety. You sometimes it'll put you in a position to feel inadequate, even though you just did a really great thing by graduating. And so as you get out into the world, you start to run across other individuals who you start, measuring yourself up against. And one of the things I like to say is nobody can ever be a better version of you. So if you're going to bet on anything, bet on you. Figure out what the best version of you is, what you think that may be, um, and you hone in on that. Um, and it's a process. And when you're thinking about it when you think about it for business, one of the things people always say is, give you have your elevator speech ready to go. Uh, that's a true statement, but I'll tell you this as a business person: 95% of the time, when you're an entrepreneur, and you're out there trying to make things happen for your business, people are buying you most of the time. You're selling a good and service, but you know, what they're really buying is you. And I learned that a lot when I was trying to convince people when I was doing being a management consultant full time. and trying to get people to buy into what I was selling and trying to into the words that I was speaking, and trying to sell new ideas to everyone. Um, I could articulate a really, really good, well thought out idea. But at the end of the day, if I wasn't my best, or I didn't feel my best, or I didn't look my best, or I wasn't on my game that day, it became exponentially harder to sell them on what I was trying to do. So being the best version of yourself means that every day you feel like you're walking out there and you're prepared, and you look and feel your best. Um, One of the second thing that's really important about being the best version of yourself is understanding it's actually not for them, it's for you. Um, we talk a lot about men's mental health in the company at TCM, and one of the things that we don't think about a lot is the frame of mind we're in as we go out in the world. um, I tell a lot of young men, even teenagers, that you know one of the best times of my life, for a lot of different reasons, but really, uh, it helped me get disciplined enough about a routine. Is when I was in the military, and you only have so much time, especially in basic training. I was in the Air Force, by the way, but in basic training, and I'm assuming it's the same for the Army, Marines, and Navy. You have so much time to get up, get ready, get out in formation. Um, but you always have to be presentable, and looking like you're, like for Air Force rate 3510 at the time. And that's just being, clean shaven, uniform is on point, boots are shining, etc. But the process of putting myself together stayed with me. So, one of the best things I do, and I tell young kids all this time, is just getting up, you know, going through the process of, getting myself ready to go out in the world. It not only prepares me physically outwardly, it prepares me inwardly, mentally, and emotionally. It gets me in the mindset of, you know, thinking I am ready to go. I feel good, I look good, um, and it translates into my mind state about how I'm gonna approach the day. And I think that's one of the things when I say it's not for them, it's for you. That best version of yourself is always trying to be, who you can be. And the third thing I really thought about when I was thinking about this message is for us entrepreneurs, especially when it relates to build business. Who you are when you start a business will be totally different from who you are 5 years down the road in that business. The best version of you will change as you grow and mature, and that's natural. Uh, but you get to make that call of what, based on your growth and your maturity, what now is the best version of you? Who is that? Um, I think that's one of those things that as business people we kind of overlook, is that your experiences teach you a lot about yourself, the things you go through, um, and it prepares you that every time you walk into a room, every time you walk into a meeting, every time you discuss your business with anybody, it'll allow you to put your not only the best face, but your best face for you, but for your business. Because like I said, I come back to that fact is that a lot of times people are buying you, and that is really, really something that we really have to understand. That you know I don't like using the term you got to be on all the time, because it seems like you're playing a role, but I think you have to be you and the best version of you as much as possible. And we all have bad days, so don't. I'm not saying that you can never have an off day or never be at your best. But I was listening to an old video, and I think it was Les Brown. He said, he actually asked his audience to, practice makes what perfect. No, practice makes you better. And 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 when I thought about it, I'm like, he's actually right. You're always trying to achieve better and better every day. And you trying to be a better version of yourself every day, translating to you being better every day. Things don't always bother you as much. If one, I don't know about a lot of other people. One of the things, as a young man, I'm like, we always cared about how we were perceived by others. Um, as I got older, it became less important. And I thought it was because I was just older and I didn't care. It wasn't that. It was because I got better at finding the best version of me, and being able to put me together to go out in the world to do what I need to do. So that would be for me, that best version of yourself is defined by you. It will change over time. It will change with your experiences, your growth, and your maturity. And it's not for them. It's really about you, for you to have the right, the best mental state, emotional state you can have, and going through that, that routine, that extra effort, whatever it may be for you. We sell grooming products, so we naturally lean a lot on grooming as a piece of it. But I hear people who, and as well as I do, who meditate in the morning to get, their mental state where it needs to be and calm them down, as well as some other, some people go work out early in the morning to get them ready to feel like they're pumped and ready to go for the day, whatever it may be. I like to read, a couple of chapters, for 30 minutes or so, of a book that I'm reading, just to get my mind open to receiving and knowledge that day. So, it's a routine. It's your routine. You get to define it. But being the best version of you helps unlock the potential that is within you. And people, and here's the funny thing, you don't do it for them, but you should notice it first. But I know everyone who comes in contact with you will notice it. So that's the topic for the day. And my sharing with you today is, take the time to always feel like you're putting the best version of yourself together for you, and everything else will fall in order from there. Once again, TCM products, tcmlifestyle.com is our website. Please feel free to check us out, see some of the things we have to offer. Also, I really encourage everyone who hears this, please text us at 404-737-0937. We're going to be engaging a lot of people via text to get their ideas on new products, on events and things of that nature. And those will be the people that get first dibs at all the things that we're giving away. Also, don't forget to check out Yodi and Rants on TCM Live Mondays at 7 p.m. And once again, please follow us on IG and Facebook at TCM Collection, and follow us on Pinterest at TCM Lifestyle. I'm Terry Armstrong. I'm one of the co-founders of TCM Products. This has been Lemons to Lemonade. Please feel free to hit me up and give me some topics, give me some things you want to talk about, and we'll discuss them. But once again, for all those entrepreneurs out there that are really, really, really out there grinding, just get to the point where you feel like you're putting the best version of you, walking that person out the door every morning. And I promise you, you'll have a lot more better days than bad ones. Once again, it's Terry Armstrong, TCM Lifestyle, Lemons to Lemonade.